At 27 years old, would you like to be told you've got a condition that means your uterus causes you so much pain, you may not ever be able to have a baby? Well, that's what Alana Charles from Aylesbury was told last year, when she was diagnosed with endometriosis. She said, "You're just constantly in pain. It can make you feel quite isolated. I've lost my independence and my social life. I just miss being me." But after months of hospital appointments, her treatment isn't making her any better and the NHS can't perform a more permanent fix. She's housebound and dosed up on morphine and other drugs to keep the pain at bay. Alana added, "Every time I've had a laparoscopy, I've not had that many months between when the pain actually doesn't come back. So that's why I've started looking into other treatments you can have that have a longer-term impact." She's relying on her partner as the only person bringing in money, after being signed off sick last year. So she and her friends are desperately trying to raise £19,000 to pay for a private op. So far, £3,000 has been raised. It'll be that longer-term fix Alana wants. She told us what that would mean. "I literally feel I've lost a year of my life, so I really want to have this operation. I really don't see any alternative. Some days I just go for days in pain and I can't live like it anymore. If you can help out, find the donation page by clicking here." Read more background on Alana's story from her friend Katie, who set up the fundraising page. Alana's problems started 8 years ago when she was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS. She suffered bouts of constant chronic abdominal pain, spasms in her stomach, sluggish bowels and fatigue, and which lead to her being continually readmitted to Stoke Mandeville Hospital, for morphine to alleviate the pain. On each occasion Alana was admitted to hospital, she was told that PCOS was the most likely cause of her debilitating pain, and they would administer pain relief until her condition became manageable, often with accusations of her problems being psychological and a manifestation of her imagination. These problems finally came to a head in July 2014. When her pain became so agonizingly intense that she would drift in and out of consciousness, crying, screaming and fainting in bed. Her partner, then frantic with worry, rushed her to an out-of-county hospital, the John Radcliffe in Oxford, for help. Within a few hours Alana was in theatre for an operation and the John Radcliffe performed an emergency laparoscopy to discover her bowels had become stuck to her ovaries, causing the spasms and intense pain. After being misdiagnosed for 8 years, the surgeon broke the news to Alana that she suffers from a condition called endometriosis. During the operation, the surgeons separated her bowels and removed endometriosis from ligaments in her uterus with laser removal. For a few months after Alana's condition improved significantly and as well as being pain-free, she fell pregnant almost immediately, something she had been wishing for many years. Sadly, due to a combination of Alana's poor health at such an early stage in the recovery process, she suffered a miscarriage and her endometriosis has now reoccurred worse than ever. The NHS are unwilling to do another operation due to the number of operations she has already had and are only recommending pain management for the foreseeable future. Until the NHS refer her to an endometriosis specialist, Alana will still be housebound, unable to work, surviving day to day on morphine and tramadol, and her future fertility seriously put at risk. Alana has undergone many procedures and taken the medication advised by the hospitals and GP, and yet her endometriosis is worse than ever. For the last 12 months the pain has been constant. She has lost her appetite, most days she's crippled in pain and remains in bed, and she is now completely unable to work due to the pain and strength of the morphine that she has to rely on every day. However, through many hours of research, we have identified an endometriosis specialist based at the Spire Elland Hospital called Dr. Treher, who can perform a surgery which is known as total pelvic peritoneal excision. This surgery has been pioneered by Mr. Treher but is not available to Alana on the NHS due to her not living in the catchment area of the hospital where Mr. Treher practices. We have been told this surgery is between £7,000 to £14,000, and for Alana and her partner, who is struggling to support them both due to her not being able to work, this seems impossible. Please Please help my friend by making a donation. We welcome any amount you can give, even if it's a few pounds, as every donation helps towards her final goal of living without this pain. Thank you for watching, and please comment and please subscribe.